Or you can also decide to do all the program on weekend, whichever works for you. The timetable has been shared. We're going to share again in the class or subgroup. And this time we encourage you to pay attention to when your classes is happening. Just follow your class. I know a lot of link will be shared in the class or subgroup, but if you know you are that person who do your classes are at 5:30 p.m., then just know you'll be joining your classes at 5:30. If you're the guy who does the class at 8 p.m. at night, then just know your classes will be starting at 8 p.m. Again, in an event whereby you do your class at 11 and it happened that you missed your session in one day, you will know that very well there are some people who will be doing the same thing at 5 p.m. So what will you do? You can be able to join the 5 p.m. so that you do a recap on what you would have missed during the 11 a.m. But if you want to do that, make sure you inform the tutor or you inform the office that you have missed the 11 a.m. class and you'd wish to recap on the 5 p.m. class or the 8 p.m. class. Also, if you missed a class during the weekday and you know very well the weekend guys are going to train on something that you would have missed during the weekday, please inform the office and you can be admitted in that weekend class. What am I saying? You have no excuse of missing any class because there are a lot of programs which are happening at any time. So you'll be able to study your timetable, and I'm sure you'll be at a better position to understand how it works. In case of any challenge, there's a WhatsApp group and there's a WhatsApp number which is on operation full time. Reach out to that number. They will be able to respond to your case, whichever case it is, either installation of software, whether the software is not working well, or maybe it's something to do with classes or even certification. I've mentioned about certification, so let me comment. At the end of every program, during the last class, you will be able to receive your certificate. That means certificates are released immediately upon successful completion of your classes. Now, we said successful completion. At Dalworth, we don't encourage missing of classes. Why are we saying that? This program is a practical program. That means if you miss a class today, if you come to class tomorrow, you might not be able to catch up on what the rest of the guys had done a previous day. So what will happen? You will start losing the concepts, and at the end of it all, you might not be able to graduate with the skills that you are looking forward to gain. So we encourage you, and of course we'll be doing a signing sheet or a roll call, whereby we will be monitoring who attends which class and who doesn't. In an event whereby you will not be able or you miss at least 3 sessions without any communication to the office, then we'll have to discontinue you. So in short, let's pay attention to our classes, and in case of anything, any challenge, we are, like I've insisted, we have a WhatsApp group which is full-time at your service. Reach out to that number, inform us. Even if you are going to miss a class, we will be there to help you, and at least we are informed. About the softwares, like I said, this one is a practical class. So we're going to install all the relevant softwares for free. And pick the exercise is continuing. So all you have to do, you will download something called TeamViewer. And then with that TeamViewer, all you have to do is just take a photo of that TeamViewer. We'll be able to see the password and also the partner username. So with that username and password, we'll be able to access your computer and we can install for you the software from where you are. So don't worry about the software installation, and all the softwares we install The next thing before I start taking any question from you, and like I said, today is a day where you can ask anything, even if you want to see how the platform works. The arrangement about classes is the link to access a class will be shared at least 30 to 20 minutes before the starting time of a class. Let me use an example of 5:30 class. If you're attending the 5:30 class, that means the link to access that class will be shared at exactly 5 p.m. Which means what? You have a chance to join the class between 5 and 5:30. The tutor will join the class at 5:30. And if you miss to access that class past 5:30, then it means even if you join that class, you might not again be able to catch up with what your tutor might have done. So we encourage you to keep time and make sure you attend classes as per your timetable. Now, with that said and done, I think I've captured or I've talked about the general overview of how our classes are working. So this time I want to take questions, and there are two ways we can go about it. Either you can unmute your mic, go and ask any question that you have, or you can go to